It's the Texas Weather Outlook video for Thursday, August the 3rd. It should stay warm. It should be warmer and drier today. Most locations should stay dry throughout this morning and the rest of the day. And also more stuff to talk about in the tropics. But let's go with the water vapor satellite view first. I can't really show it to you, but the jet stream is actually more south than usual. And also there's broad troughing out in the north. That's what's creating the threat for all of these showers and storms throughout the rest of this week and also next week. Here's the radar at 5:21. You can see a few showers and storms about near Waco, Mart, and just to the south of Corsicana, and also near Klein and Lampasas. Those are just a few areas of brief heavy rain that we shouldn't worry about. But again, if we do get anything, it's going to be very isolated in coverage, and I think it won't last that long. Here's the temperatures at 4:51. DFW 77, Arlington 73. You want and go up north near Seymour in the 60s, and Graham 67, and Abilene and West Texas 66. I think we should see those numbers warm up to the low 90s to the upper 80s in most locations today. Here's the watch warning map. We have a severe thunderstorm watch for parts of Nebraska, Kansas, and Colorado. We have multitude of heat issues out in the west near the Pacific. Excessive heat warnings, watches, and heat advisories. Down here we have an air quality alert. That's because atmospheric conditions should be favorable for high amounts of ozone pollution. That means people with respiratory issues should limit their time outside. That's why these air quality alerts are issued. Here are the convective outlooks for today. One marginal risk for parts of the Texas-Oklahoma Panhandle and some of the adjacent areas. And we have a standard slight risk for parts of Chicago, Milwaukee, and Springfield, and Aurora, and Rockford, and some of the adjacent areas and parts of the Great Lakes. And here's day 2. We have 2 areas of severe weather. One for central Colorado and Nebraska and some of the adjacent states, and another one for parts of Ohio, West Virginia, Pennsylvania, and New York State. And on day 3, we have a risk for severe weather for parts of the New England area, and another one for much of the central plains extending into the northern high plains. And down here, we'll have a risk for thunderstorms, but no organized severe weather is expected. Take a look at the rainfall outlook for the next 7 days. This is valid through Thursday morning of next week, and I like these totals, especially especially going into early to mid-August. This is showing about 4 to about 5 inches of rain for parts of North Texas, and I'd certainly take that. And that's going to come with anything that we get throughout the next several days, throughout the next 8 days to be exact. Because all throughout these 8 days we should have some chance of showers and storms. Taking a look at the tropics, you may be wondering, where's Tropical Depression Emily? Well, that's over here, dissipated into an open wave yesterday, and another one, the upper level winds are just too high for any tropical development over here, but we have one area to watch over here, just off the African coast. Even though this one on the 2-day outlook has only a 20% chance of cyclone formation during the next 48 hours. Let's go to the 5-day outlook, and this one has a 50-50 chance of developing during the next 5 days. And if this were to become a tropical storm or potentially hurricane, this would track near the Caribbean Sea. This will track westward near the Caribbean Sea, and all the models are showing further development with this system, or further progression with this system, and I'll talk more about that later. But here's the GFS. This is the 06Z run, valid today at 1 o'clock local time. at 500 millibars. There's a troughing in the east near there's an anomaly troughing in the east near Minnesota and some of the adjacent states, and we're experiencing the effects of that. We should stay warmer and drier with highs in the low 90s, near 92. And Friday looks like a cold front is in the process of dropping from the north. Again, we should see the effects of that. Scattered showers and storms, most in the form of scattered showers and storms, most likely, with highs in the low 90s once again. Saturday, cold front kind of fizzles out at this point. Goes to southern Texas, and there could be a chance of lingering scattered showers and storms from that. Again, highs in the low 90s, and that's going to be the main story. That's going to be the main story for the next 8 days. Chance of showers and storms with highs in the low 90s or upper 80s. Here's Sunday. Obviously a little higher rain chances. Again, we should stay partly cloudy. Again, highs in the low 90s. Here's Monday. That looks like a better chance for more numerous scattered showers and storms on Monday. I say the best chance if one spot getting wet, it's in the 50 to 60% category on Monday. Again, mostly cloudy conditions. And here's Tuesday. Looks like it's just about the same chances on Monday. Again, highs in the upper 80s. And Wednesday, most of us should stay clear. Again, most of us should stay clear from Tuesday. And here's a week from today, Thursday, August 10th. Heights are starting to come up. Flat ridge trying to develop, but a trough is still to our north, and down below that we still have the chance for showers and storms, mainly isolated and scattered in nature. Again, highs in the low 90s, and you saw that during the Heights, little area of tropical mischief here. Let's go to the GFS. This is valid Wednesday, August 9th. You can see a tropical low making its way towards the Gulf near the Caribbean Sea. It's mainly in the Atlantic Basin. And if we go to the European, because the GFS is usually famous for bullish systems, but if we go to the European says yes, but it's a little quicker than the GFS. So there clearly is potential that a tropical storm or hurricane could come out of this tropical wave that's currently near the African coast. But we'll worry more about that with time. But here are the numbers for the next 6 days. Today we should be in the low 90s for much of this upcoming week, with highs again in the lows in the low to mid 70s. That's it for the Texas Weather Outlook video this morning. We'll have more notes in the blog. The next video here by 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. If you can, catch your local TV stations on the air at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Make it a great day, and Godspeed.